But I wanted to kind of break something down for you guys. So as you probably have heard and have listened to us, my daughter plays volleyball at the AAU level. She's a freshman in high school. Was last day high school was today. I'm getting old, so she'll be a sophomore next year. So we were kind of looking at what to do for next year. Do we want to put the money in for her to play AAU volleyball again next year? Or do we want to maybe have that money for elsewhere? And I'm not the only one having this conversation. I'm having this conversation with some other parents as well. And so I kind of decided to sit down and break it down. And when I was going through the numbers, I'm like, my our listeners will probably want to hear this as well. So um, break it down, math, just kind of deal with it, but it's interesting content. So just to kind of give you a baseline, so here in Florida, public universities are nice. You got UF, you got Florida State, you got UCF, South Florida, really good public universities here in Florida. The so yeah, it costs about $210 to $215 per credit hour to go to one of these universities. And most degrees are about 120, 132 credit hours. So you're talking it's just assuming they don't take any classes in high school. It's just all high school classes, no college, no dual enrollment, no AP courses, anything like that. It's about $25,000 to $28,000 for them to go to school and get a 4-year degree in the state of Florida, not including books, which is another $4,000 to $5,000. So you're talking the total cost to go to school and get a degree in the state of Florida is about $30,000 to $35,000. This doesn't include anything like food, lodging, alcohol, parties, and stuff like that. It's just education, education stuff. So now the question is, well, how do you pay for that? Now, Florida's nice in that their public education system have what they call Bright Futures, which if they qualify can pay for the tuition, but assuming they don't, there's a couple options. You can obviously pay student loans, which suck. Don't do student loans unless you have to. But what a lot of families are doing now is they're using sports as a way to get scholarships for their kids to get into school, which is a great idea. I mean, hey, if they're athletic enough, some of us like myself are not, but if they're athletically gifted enough to be in a sport and be good in a sport, and a college is willing to pay for their education to go, absolutely 100% take advantage of it. This is kind of where you start to kind of get into some weird things. So, football, basketball, they're all kind of the same, but any sport, but volleyball is this in the same way. So, my daughter has played volleyball now for about 4 years. She's good, not great. She's not Carrie Walsh, but she's good. Like she plays well. But I had no illusions that she's gonna be just this super supreme athlete. Um, she does play in one of the top volleyball clubs here in Florida, here in Central Florida. They actually have multiple tiers, I think 1 through 5 this year. She's on the fourth tier club. So again, not great, but still pretty good. Of the 120 girls that tried out, there were 70 slots. She was one of them. So that kind of tells you where she kind of stands in that. Um, but just to keep in mind that there's probably 1,000 girls in just Central Florida that are on a volleyball club. And around Florida, there's probably close to 6 or 7 thousand, and around the country, there's probably close to 500,000 that play. So you start to kind of do the math, okay? So the club that we're paying for, because you still have to pay for this club, her at her level was $4,000 a year, which is a lot of freaking money. But at the top tier, you're talking 12, $13,000 for a 15-year-old to play volleyball. And this goes up as they get older with like 17U top tier can be $20,000 for them to play volleyball, for them to get coaching for volleyball. Okay. So, and you gotta pay all the way through. So 1 year maybe four, next year maybe eight, 12, and then $20,000. That's a good chunk of money. So you're talking probably in the entire lifespan that she's just in club, you're probably talking 16 to $50,000 that you're spending just on club fees, not including tryout fees. Because yes, there is a tryout fee. You have to pay $100 just for the privilege to try out for these people. Okay. Also doesn't include travel, doesn't include hotels, you know. And the top leagues, the top tiers of these programs, they're not playing local clubs. Oh, no, 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 no. They're playing clubs in Vegas, they're playing clubs in California, Texas, and they're traveling all these places. So you as a parent, you obviously don't want your 15-year-old daughter to be flying by herself. So you're flying with them. You're paying for their hotel, you're paying for their food. And tickets. Yes, yes, yes. You still have to pay for the tickets to see your own daughter play volleyball. It's so fun. So, I mean, we're talking it's probably cumulative 50, 60, 70,000 dollars for them to have the opportunity to be recruited by a school to play volleyball. Okay. $70,000 for the opportunity. And by the way, this doesn't include recruiting cost because recruiting services cost money too. So $70,000 or you save $35,000 just in the colleges directly. Now, as a parent, I know it's a tough decision. Your child loves the sport. They love playing the sport. I see it. She loves playing volleyball. Has been playing it for many, many years. Her ex-boyfriend loves playing baseball. Has been playing baseball since he was 8 years old. Okay. These kids love these sports, and I get it. As a parent, you want them to continue to play. But also, as a parent, you have to start making a decision of where is the future in this? Okay. Because they can play at the YMCA for like $100 a week, or not even a week, $100 a month, and be fine. Okay. The competition may not be great, but they will enjoy the playing the game. So if they're not going to go to college for that sport, you have to start making tough decisions. Okay, are you going to be good enough? If yes, we'll invest in this and we'll see what we can do. If you're not, let's make that decision now. Okay, you can play, but you're not playing for these clubs because honestly, I'd rather save that money and send you to college.